Hey,
What up?
Here
All
we
right.
go. Bolt Bros in the house, all three of us.
Bolt Bros.
Bros, let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Man, what a week I think it's been for the Chargers, man. It's kind of an interesting one all around. You got the rookies in the house, by the way.
All the
And
Wish y'all signed up.
check it out.
Rookies.
Rookies in the house.
Yeah. Hey, they're getting charged up.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Let's go. Man,
I dig it.
every time we got to do all those sounds, I'm like thinking we're sounding like some morning show or something.
That's right.
Like that
That's
on the
right.
radio.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Hey,
That's good.
Cup of Joe with the Bolt Bros.
We produce, dude. We
We
produce.
got 3 cuckoos in this house.
Hey,
But
what's
we
up,
got our
Ken?
guy,
How we
Joe
doing?
Alt over here looking like Thanos, about to just make Max Crosby disappear. Here we go. It's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap, man. And I'm looking forward to be able to see what Joe Alt could do on this line. Now, once again, there's a lot of things that are still kind of in play. Nothing's locked that he's going to be the right tackle, but you assume at a 5th pick, he's probably going to be the right tackle, guys. Just throwing it out there. But it's exciting. It's really, really exciting to be able to see the rookies out there and everything too. And also we got some signings too, official signings with DJ Chark. We got a Chark attack, boys. Chark attack in the house.
DJ Chark do 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 do. DJ Chark do do.
Yeah. Nah, but let's talk about
that
it a little bit, guys. I think, Joe Alt and also DJ Chark are going to be changing this team quite a bit too, right? We got 11 wide receivers now. We had one of the worst. I mean, we were ranked as one of the worst wide receiver groups in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got a veteran like DJ in there. And look, Quentin needs some help. Quentin's putting in a lot of work this offseason, guys. I think he'll have a bounce back year. I mean, he's got to show something, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You can't drop the ball in the NFL like that. And I mean, he was wide open. I can think of 3 or 4 times he was completely wide open. He dropped the ball, and it's like, yo, dude.
Yeah. The Packers game when he dropped the ball, that deep pass to the right side.
Yeah.
And
he was trying to go for a spectacular catch with some of those too, So you can't just catch the ball, man, and then it'll be spectacular.
Things, man.
That's it.
Small and simple things. You don't need to complicate anything.
That's right.
Yeah. But the good thing about DJ is he's been in a bad situation. He hasn't had a good quarterback throwing him the ball.
Not at all.
They're mid quarterbacks, and so DJ will do well. I mean, I think he'll have a good season. But yeah, I mean, Ken, you're right. Rice has something to prove.
A big time. We'll be talking about that.
Well, we'll talk more about that as well too. I think you could see a lot of these guys on special teams. The way that the special teams is changed, I think you might see a lot of people on special teams on the offensive side of the ball as well. That'll be a big thing. So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So we got other things we're going to chat about, even guys that did some visits with the Chargers, kind of go over some of the interviews that happened yesterday from the day one of the rookie mini camp. And then we're going to talk about the prediction. We're going to predict the 2024 schedule completely with my Excel spreadsheet that I created. Top-notch Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah. we jump around.
And let's go ahead and get into it, boys. Bolt Bros.
Let's go.
I'm Deion Henley. You watching the Bolt Bros podcast? Let's do it!
Yo.
Man.
I don't know, man. I kind of think that intro should be perfect. Permanent. It's permanent.
Yeah, just leave it. Just leave it. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty dang good intro. I mean, but at the same side, it'd be kind of fun to be able to do a new one every single year. Just change it up a bit. So heck, we could use the same audio, just different visuals.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we got to gas it up. We got to gas it up, son.
Yeah.
Gas it up, baby.
Gas it up.
That's right, baby. Let's go.
But what to discuss, man. I mean, I think bottom line, DJ is a good step in the right direction. Hey, Marquez Valdez-Scantling was also here as well. So, I mean, hey, they want competition. And they are bringing in all kinds of competition. Guys, should we sign MVS? Should we sign him MVS?
Well, the thing that's so hard about this is like, and we'll talk about it later on about Brendan Rice and everything. We have so many wide receivers right now. Like, we have so many, and it's funny how we went into this whole season like, you better get a wide receiver. You better get a wide receiver, man. We currently have
11.
No, 12. Wait, no, 11. 11 wide receivers right now on this team. Whoa, that's like unbelievable right now, guys. Like, we are basically allowing competitors to be welcomed, essentially. That's what we're doing. We're trying to basically increase this wide receiver room to be able to have a lot of targets and a lot of guys with a lot of speed. Like, once again, with DJ Chark, I mean, he's a 4.3, 4.40 kind of guy. Guy's got size, speed, hands. He actually makes some very dramatic catches all around. I mean, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a big battle going into camp of who's going to be here. And there was even some people talking some crazy rumors about Josh Palmer even kind of being like, could be this odd man out kind of situation too, which I think that's kind of a nuts situation to do. But hey, when new regimes come in, they want to bring in their guys, right? And things could shift. What if they end up trading Palmer for a 5th or a 4th or whatnot? Like, what if? Kind of a weird idea, but who knows? This is a thick room of wide receivers right now. And I said thick room of wide receivers too. I said that.
Thick. THICC. A thick, bro.
Thick room, baby. But I'm excited to see it, man. And this is a thing that's going to be coming up for the Chargers. I mean, they're going to have to figure that all out. Now, once again, with MVS, if MVS gets involved, there is going to be some shifting with some of the past wide receivers that we've had. Like 100% is going to happen there. Darius Davis, is he going to stick around? You know, even to say Quentin Johnston, what if some team really wants to go after him? Who knows? Like,
man, I'm not a shocker to see Quentin goes right away. That'd be wow.
What if he ends up getting traded to the Raiders or something like that? Like, what if? Like, who knows what the heck's going to happen?
I just think they're going to start using more wide receivers on special teams as well too. Of course, that's what cornerbacks are there for as well too, right?
Sure.
To cover a little bit better. But you know, but yeah, I mean, I don't think Palmer's going anywhere. I don't think Davis is going anywhere. But I do think that, you know, it will be there will be players that are gone that are going to surprise everybody, right? We're going to be like, oh wow, this person's not here. So it'd be interesting. It'd be very interesting to see how that plays out.
I could see Parham being a shocker cut for the 53-man squad.
Yeah, I think Stone Smart is definitely somebody that could be gone.
Smart and I mean, even to say this situation right here, guys, if this one comes about, you know, Bud Dupree. If Bud Dupree comes in, outside linebacker, kind of a pass rusher kind of situation, he's very, very good in that level. He is a guy that thrives after adding pressure to the quarterback. You think about what the current outside linebacker situation is. Joey Bosa, Tooley, locks. And then you go on the rights outside linebacker, Khalil Mack, Chris Rump. I did say the rump shaker might be one of those guys that finds a way off of this team. And if you get a Bud Dupree, I'm not saying it's going to happen or anything like that, but the same side, that will really shift that outside linebacker position once again. There's going to be some odd men out at that point. So I think it would be awesome to get Bud Dupree. I think he'd be a great addition to this team all around.
Probably get him pretty cheap too.
And you could possibly get him for a cheaper price right now too. I mean, he's like 31-ish. I don't know if he'll be 32 going into the season. I know he did meet with the Steelers and a couple other teams. I assume he's going to go to the Steelers, but then again, the Harbaugh effect is real, guys. There's guys that want to sign with this team because they understand what this team is building. And they want shots. They want shots to go deep in the playoffs. They want shots to get to the Super Bowl. And I love to see it. And once again, Eddie, perfect point. Joe Ortiz isn't messing around when he wants depth, and he's going after these great depth pieces. A wide receiver is a very deep room now. It went from you better go ahead and draft the best wide receiver at that point in time to basically we've built up a lot of good depth all around. There are little holes on this team that they're going to be working on. So,
yeah. And last year it was just we had no depth. We had and they never played rookies, which was really weird to me. I didn't get it. Of course, we found out that Deion Henley also had a hamstring and an ankle injury
issue. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was banged up all year. That's why he had limited play. But again, you don't have to be amazing. You don't have to have superstar players. You just need players that are going to do a good enough job. Yep. And by the way, just so you know, Miguel, how soon after do we hear the decision? Seems like they only stopped to say hi, leaving outside. I'm assuming they just don't want to be part of the team. No, I think also he might say, hey, look, I don't want to come to camp until XYZ date.
Yep.
Sure. And
I got vacations and stuff like that. You know,
I got other things. I'm taking care of my body this way, and especially when you're older, you can ask for things like that, right? Where you don't have to go. I think Boltillo, I think we have 10 million left over in cap space, I believe.
Yeah. Well, and I know we have a couple signed players already too from the, rookie class and everything.
Actually, I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up actually right now. So, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily, it says 27.9 million, but I don't think that's updated at this point. So, but also to even say about the DJ Shark signing, he met before the draft also too with the Chargers. So he wanted to basically come in at a certain point in time and probably just decided, hey, Chargers are my fit. So who knows? Maybe we even get a guy just before camp. Maybe he wants to basically not go through camp and wait till after the camp, which I am not a fan of that by any means, to sign somebody that has not been in camp, because I don't think they're going to be fully conditioned and ready to go. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see where it leads with these guys.
Right. You got to remember, people are going to get cut during camp as well, too, right?
Exactly.
What if a rookie takes their job? Hey, I'm not happy. This guy's getting, he's getting more love than I am. And people get let go, dude. So up until game one, there's still going to be opportunities. And then during the season, you can pick up people every week in the waiver wire, right? Yep. And, we picked up a lot of people in the waiver wire last year. So
big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
So there's going to be a lot to discuss. It's going to be pretty fascinating. We'll see.
So yesterday with the rookie mini camp, we've got six of our 9 rookies signed from the draft. So Junior Colson, Cam Hart, Kamadi, Cornelius Johnson, Brandon Rice, still, is that 6? Did I say 6 players? I think that's 6 players.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm like thinking, okay, I know that there's
did you get yourself an energy drink?
And Justin Abougebe, is that how you say his name? I still have
Aboybe.
Boybe.
It's a Boybe.
Boybe.
So 69.
Yeah,
dude.
69, bro. So, but
that was good. That was good. Good sound effect right there. That was a good time. Good time.
I saw it coming. I had to cue it up real quick. Yeah.
But you gotta love it. Like, remember the years we'd screw around and not sign our draft picks forever?
So frustrating.
Like, I love to see that we have a team or a culture that we're like, hey, show up to minicamp, we'll give you a contract. Boom, get it over with. Let's get it passed and move on so you can be with this team. And you got to love that. Like, Junior Colson is going to be, and even to say, we'll talk about it here shortly, about kind of what he's going to bring to this team. Bringing a guy like Cam Hart, a cornerback situation with also a Still. Really awesome. And by the way, Cam Hart has number 20 jersey. And I'm a big fan of the number 20 jersey because I think of Desmond King. I think of Natron Means.
Yeah.
But then there is actually some people in the past that actually in the playoffs found a way to intercept and fumble a ball against the Patriots. That
don't
so
bring
I
up his
wouldn't
name.
talk about the name, but I always like the number 20 players generally. So
yeah.
And so either way, I'm glad to be able to see that this rookie class is getting signed and they're getting integrated in this team. They are going through the rookie mini camp right now, which I love to see. And then they're going to start getting integrated into the off-season training program with the team that are signed. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it, man. I love seeing it. And I love watching the footage of them out there running around and doing their thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. I think bottom line too, it'll be interesting to see where these guys play out. Like, I think Cam Hart could be moved to safety. I think you're going to see a lot of these players get swizzled around. And if you notice, like even Aboigbe, perfect example, he played up and down the line, right? I think he's going to be a utility player. He's going to be up and down the line. Same with Still played inside, outside. He played everywhere. So they're gonna move him around, right? And it adds depth to the team. Where sorry, we don't have any more nickel corners. You got to step up. Yeah. And so, yeah, be very interesting to see how that all shakes out in the end.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna
be good. I like it. No, that's good though. Oh, we got Aether here. Aether, you got that $200 or what? What's going on?
Yeah, what's up, dude? What's up, dude?
Yeah, I think he said he was gonna send James a package, and it's gonna have my $200 in there. So.
Yeah,
love it. Yeah. So we got Joe Alt here getting fitted. Getting fit ready to go. 76, baby. Mm-hmm. And I love it, man. I mean, that guy is an absolute beast. Watching some of the footage of him out there in rookie mini camp, like
crazy, right? Yeah.
I mean, this guy. You're going to have these two edge guys, a left and a right tackle, that are absolute beasts. And it's going to be very, very tough. Just like the slide that we talked about earlier. Max Crosby is going to be very difficult to be able to find a way to get to, Justin Herbert. The idea is protect Herbert, protect your crown jewel. And I love seeing this, man. I love seeing it when these guys are getting fitted. Interesting thing, they scan your feet to try to get the right shoe for your foot. Yep, I mean, all they'll see with my foot is a nice flat foot. That
you got duck feet, bro.
I got duck feet. I got hobbit feet, dude. I got hobbit looking feet.
Yep. Hey, so one thing I will say too, guys, and I think everyone keeps sleeping on the fact that we have Hayden Hurst and Will Dissly. I was actually just chatting. I just got back from Nashville, and I couldn't believe. I know, right?
Yeah, exactly, Ken. So hilarious.
I got back from Nashville, and I was talking to a guy.
He's gonna have to jump as he's throwing it. You know what I'm saying? Just like
for real. Yeah. I just got back from Nashville, and this guy was talking about, how he's changing the team. And this guy was a big part of it. And he's like, "Man, dude, but you guys got Hayden Hurst too. He's really good.
Yeah.
He's just been on really bad teams." And I was like, "Man, that's a really good point." And the Seahawks don't use Will Dissly like they used to, right? So or like we could potentially use him, right? So. These guys they've been hungry. They've been on other teams having different roles. Now they're going to be actually used. So it's going to be very, very interesting seeing how it goes.
This comment right here about Matthew, about Ben Herbert wanted to be like John Wick. I can't remember which player talked about it, but I think it was in one of the interviews. And I thought that was hilarious because they were out like shooting guns or something like that. I think it was on one of the other podcasts, actually.
Oh, really?
It was, Locked On. And they were interviewing the Locked On Michigan podcast, and he said that was one of the stories when they were at the shooting range that Ben Herbert said, "I want to be like John Wick," and it's hilarious. Hilarious,
dude. That guy's intense, bro. He literally pours a bottle of Adderall, milk over a bottle of Adderall, eats it for breakfast. I tell you what,
I don't know if that's gonna be too safe. You take too much of that, but that's
hey, get you intense. It is what it is.
So I love this photo right here of Jim Harbaugh hugging Junior Colson, and bringing a Michigan guy in. You can see Brandon Rice there cheesing right behind him, dude.
He's cheesing.
Oh, but I love seeing that you got a coach that just loves his players, and he wants his players to get the best out of them. And you know what? Just a genuine coach. I mean, I had somebody the other day talk to me about, and I was actually just at work, just chatting with a guy that was living out, or he's from a company out in near Costa Mesa. And he was like, "So what's your thought about Jim Harbaugh?" And I was like, he was like a Rams fan. I was like, "Look, man, like he's changing this culture of this team. He's making it on the podcasting side and like the community of the Chargers. He's doing a great job of changing the culture of this team from the fan level all the way up into the actual organization." And he is a game changer all around. He's like, "Man, like I'm a Rams fan, but I'm a big Jim Harbaugh fan. So I'm excited to be able to see what you guys are doing." So
all right.
I feel like I haven't seen many coaches give honest hugs to players in the past, in my opinion. Maybe I haven't observed it enough, but you gotta love to see it, man.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely someone that cares about his players. Hey, this is a question from Miguel here real quick. Would you rather have a tough matchup week 1 or wait late season? I don't know, guys. What do you think in the chat as well?
I want the hardest teams that we want to play against, or that we have on our schedule. Week 1, hands down. Because we're always riddled with freaking injuries, and like a lot of other teams don't for some reason. So I'd rather avoid that and get that first week right out of the gate. Chiefs, give me the Chiefs or the Ravens right away.
Yeah.
It would be pretty amazing, and we're actually going to go over a whole exercise on that too, of doing the whole schedule, like prediction, and we'll chat about that here shortly. We're just going to go through a couple different slides here too, and we could, as a group, we could all decide what the schedule is going to look like.
Group project. It'll be a group project.
It's going to be a big group project on Excel that I made with my high-end Excel degree that I use, which I don't have a degree in Excel, but we're going to go through it. So, but I'm looking forward to the schedule, and that's going to be great.
We're making a piñata with like paper mache, we're
yes,
that's what we're making. That's our group project.
That's right.
With that glue
for the Rivers Lake,
that'll be so good.
The Rivers Lake, that'd be good.
So we got vets over here getting stretched out. It looks like Pipkins is getting stretched out and everything here too. And I kind of emphasize this because you can see Ben Herbert over there staring at him, looking intense. You could tell he's got those intense eyes.
Is he getting?
He's like, man, I need more Adderall. What's up?
Yeah, dude.
Is he getting stretched out, or did he just have a heat stroke or something like that?
No, he's getting stretched out. That's a stretch.
No, that's how you tighten up your neck.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is, though, that I always think about Ben Herbert, he does an emphasis on stretching and making sure players are bend, don't break, if you want to say. More stretching you do, the more loose your body could be. You're not tense. It's a great, great thing all around to be able to see. And I thought it was just cool to be able to see that. The vets are out there getting worked out. The rookies will start getting integrated with the phase 2, I think is what they're currently in right now. Possibly phase 3 very shortly. So just love to see it, man. You love to see it. And then you love to see this too. Justin Herbert and Harbaugh just looking like happy as can be. They look 2 peas in a pod right here, man. So, I mean, and it's wonderful seeing those videos of Herbert slinging the ball around. And you can't get enough of that, guys. It gets me excited.
And the thing is, too, I feel like it was hilarious to me.
Yeah, there was some discussion on that one. Yeah.
There was some discussions that Harbaugh was going to trade Herbert away. The conversation was like people jokingly came up to Joe Ortiz, during the combine. Hey, can we, looks like, Harbaugh wants his guy, is there any chance we could work a trade, get Herbert? There was no real conversation, dude. Everyone knew that was not a conversation. But I mean, hell, half the reason why he came to the league was because of Justin Herbert. The dude's had a man crush on him forever. So I don't know. I just had we all knew it was like butt kiss, but whatever, dude. It's
that was all.
It's fans saying what they want to say. No big deal.
Of course.
That was all just like the Vikings, like fans trying to be like, hey, man, that was their pipe dream that they were hoping. Hey. Yeah, everyone's gonna talk smack about Justin Herbert until he's on their team. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah, guarantee it.
They hate us because they ain't us, dude. They ain't him, dude.
Bro, that's right. That's right.
Think about this, though. But think about the offense in general, right? I was thinking a lot about this last night, and this was a great point. And I'm bringing it up because of Everett O'Neill here. Tight end Will Dissly, great blocker. Tight end, tight end number 3, tight end run last year per PFF, right?
Yeah.
Dude, they're going to run the ball a lot, right? And they're going to be doing a lot of jet sweeps. I think they're going to be doing a lot of motion. One wide receiver will be on the other side, and he'll run to the other side as well. But secondarily, it's not all on Herbert. Herbert doesn't have to be the guy. If you watched Joe Ortiz's interview on what was it called, The Green Room, or what's that one with Long?
Kyle Long.
Chris, what's his name?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Long,
I watched that. That was a good interview too.
Yeah, and he basically said like Herbert doesn't have to be the guy the whole time. Like they can open up the playbook at the beginning, get a lead, and then they can sit on the lead and then get physical and then just out physical these teams. Then they can't do anything about it. So
I am confident that there's going to be a lot of jumbo sets when we're up 7 points late in the game. You're going to put a jumbo package out there and just basically just grind that ball away. look, man, try to beat us. Put an extra lineman out there, 2 tight ends, like 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, running back. Just as many bodies as you can on the line. Just punch everybody in the face. Like I love that. I'm in. Think of the Marty Ball day, guys. Like that's really kind of where we're going. Like that's exactly where we're going.
100%.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Like McDonald's.
There is something that since we're on the topic of Harbaugh, I watched this week. There is a video from this one called Dark Side Football, and he did a whole thing about like the real truth, the dark truth behind Jim Harbaugh, whatever. And there's a lot of times that when he was a player and when he was a coach, or whatever, like that, he like punched some like dudes in the face or whatever, like that. Like in some commentator or whatever, he kind of went over to his like booth, whatever, like that, and freaking punched him, broke his fist and stuff. Because but that was like way back in the day. It's like I think those days are gone from Harbaugh. I don't think that he's that way anymore. I think he's more takes the Ted Lasso approach, but like there was a lot of aggression in Jim Harbaugh, like a lot of times. They talked a lot about how like he coming from college, he basically ripped freaking Edward Sherman's name off of the draft board for the Niners because he didn't want him to be on because they had some kind of falling out. Obviously, we can see that that's not the case for here with his Michigan players. So this is a whole new version of Harbaugh that we're actually experiencing now. So this is what I'm actually really excited for because it's not just a new Chargers. It's going to be a whole new Harbaugh that we're going to be seeing.
Yep. Yeah. With Richard Sherman, there was always some beef there with them. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the thing is, though, look, as you age, you become wiser and smarter, right? And, look, Harbaugh's a major competitor. He was always that way, even as a player. Like, you learn things over time and you learn things how to be able to be, fiery when necessary, but not punch somebody in the face. And I don't think he did that in Michigan. He was pretty straightforward. He knew what he was doing, and he ended up winning a national championship. I'm not concerned about it at all. Now, I am excited to see a coach that would want to be fiery on the sideline and, get into a player's face a little bit more and say, hey, look, man, you're in the wrong place or you're doing this wrong or that or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Coaching throughout the entire game. And I think, you go back to the whole Brandon Staley years. It was kind of like I felt like he just really trusted his coaches too much and he didn't really want to do anything at all, or he wanted to take over the entire game and be the play caller for every little bit. And I'd much rather have a head coach that's trying to just be a coach during the game, coach up players during the game too, beginning to end.
I think
I didn't mean to make it a laugh one. I just wanted to applause.
So Aether here says Chargers going to play Chiefs week 1. Got us losing 31-21. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, look, we never know how we're going to play right out of the gate. You just don't know.
Don't know.
And so we'll see.
But, we got yesterday, we had a couple interviews here. So Harbaugh was talking about the 405 and going 70 miles per hour, getting these rookies moving along the process, get their feet wet, get their gears going, not necessarily going 100 miles per hour at this point. You know what? Look, he even said, like, look, you don't want a guy getting injured this early because that means it's a long-term injury.
Yeah, big time.
Just go out there and just make a good first impression is what he pretty much said. Go out there and just play a little football, but don't feel like you need to go 100 miles per hour at this point.
Yeah.
Just go out there and show us what you're doing and show what you're doing, but don't go ahead and pedal to the metal, boys. You don't need to do that. So
it's just like he said. It's like, one of his mantras is stop trying to win the fight in the first round.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. It's just, and a lot of people, that's the problem with a lot of people. Like, look, like I'm definitely not a type of a gym going person, but if I do go to the gym, I cannot go to the gym after months of not going and go hard the first day, because if I do, I'm not going to go again for another 5 months or something like that,
Sure, yeah.
Gotta build it up.
I'll never go back.
So I was like, man, why did I do that to myself? It's like, no, you gotta get baby steps, like you'll get 1% better every single time, So
Right.
But the good news is that bottom line, you are getting progression with these players moving forward, right? And again, these
Right.
guys are right here. You know, talk about the guy on the left, Cornelius. I think you put a little extra weight on him, make him a tight end.
That
I think
cool.
he's a tall guy, great at 50-50 balls. He's got good footwork, but you put a little. He's one of the best blocking wide receivers in the draft. So I just think that could work, right? That's why I think he might make a spot on special teams. Is partially why I'm saying that too.
Yep.
But you put a little extra weight on him. I think you could end up, maybe moving him at the tight end at some point. But it's a thought of mine.
I mean, he's 6'3".
Blue chews the bus, baby.
Let's go, dude. It's the blue chew model, baby. Go hard.
Oh.
Well, and the thing is, Cornelius is 6'3", 212 listed right now. I mean, one thing I love to be able to hear about his interview, and I chatted about it when I did a player profile with him. He was a Chargers fan. Like his brother was going to school out in SD or San Diego University, I believe. Anyways, he basically was living in the East Coast at that time, but because his brother was out in San Diego, he loved the Chargers, and he always rocked 21 for LaDainian Tomlinson. And you gotta love to be able to see a dream come true where you're a guy that's like a fan of a team and get drafted to play on that team, or even to say for us, none of us really played football or anything like that. I was great at Madden. I mean, pick up them sticks, let's play some Madden. I'm in, guys. But look, how awesome would it be to be able to play for the team that you love? Like, what a dream all around for him. So love to see it, man. But with Brenden Rice, you got to love his interview. I mean, the guy is going to be a chip on his shoulder type guy. I mean, it's cool to be able to hear his dad and saying, hey, look, man, he was ticked that he got picked in the 7th round.
Yeah.
He thought, and I think, to be honest, I don't understand why that happened, how that happened. I have no idea. Maybe it was something to do with him, being at his best friend's funeral or something like that. They couldn't get a hold of him, but I mean, that's what your agent's for, kind of thing. I don't know, but he seems like he's going to have a whole new gear, and he's going to show people a lot of what they missed. And Jerry Rice, his dad, was like, hey, man, I'm going to be on all of your workouts from this point on. And we're going to get you going. Like, think of how awesome that will be in that story that Brenden Rice is going to be able to create with the Chargers. It's going to be awesome to watch, guys. It's going to be awesome to watch.
James, you want to take Aether's comment that doesn't make any sense right here? I don't even know what he's saying here. No more happy, and it's all in caps too. So I can't highlight it because it'll cover up the entire screen.
I got it. No one more happy than me to see my badass coach in LA. We have title coming very shortly. I have faith in him. But week 1, new roster, offense, defense. You asking much, but round 2 we got well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I totally get it. With what
you translate that for a second? Because I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying.
It took a while. It's basically what he's saying is new roster. He's kind of building off the last comment. He's saying we're going to lose against the Chiefs on week 1. Now, that's basically what he's saying. And we're got a new roster, new coaching staff, new everything like that. It's going to be tough to be able to beat a team like the Chiefs. Cool. Sure. Like, totally get it. But look,
every team is going to be tough to beat.
Week 1 is a crapshoot.
Yeah, like, you never know.
I've always looked at week 1 as a complete crapshoot. If you could get out of there with a win, awesome. That's great. Because it's like everybody's got the jitters. Everybody's basically trying to figure everything out. Yep. Like, people are puking before the game. Like, every team has a lot of adjustments regardless. And yeah, sure, the Chiefs are a pretty continuous, like, team right now. Same head coach, same offensive coordinator, same defense. But every year's different, guys. Every year's different. And Harbaugh's going to get this team right. Like, they're going to be ready and prepared week 1 from top to bottom. All the 53 men on this team will be ready to play. And I'm excited. I'm excited about it. So
I was even having a conversation with a friend of mine about steroids in the NFL. And I was like, you don't even hear people saying they have steroids in the NFL anymore. They're probably not really testing like they say they have. But, I do think it's an interesting conversation. But the size of these dudes, I mean, look at how big J.K. Dobbins is now, dude. That guy is rocked up, dude. I mean, just crazy. So I don't know. I mean, I kind of struggle with that thought that that they're not, but who knows, right? So
I think. Well, here's the thing too. It's like, I mean, they only get one test like a season.
True,
So
true,
after they get tested,
then it's done.
whatever's it's fine, I guess. So I guess that's the kind of the way that they circumvent that. They just can't do it before. I mean, I know for sure. Like, I mean, they all want to smoke weed because that helps them recover
big time
in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they removed that. I think I'm pretty sure you can now.
Really? California teams? Okay.
Yeah, just in California.
Yeah.
Hey, if you go to California, you can smoke weed. We don't care.
Yeah. I think it's like a state-to-state thing. I think that they changed up on that.
It could be, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, either which way, like even the new facility in the Bolt, they have a lot of the cryotherapy type things there, cold plunges, like that stuff's gnarly, man. So recovery wise, I mean, one thing, sure, we could kind of mellow you out,
They got a marijuana vending machine, Yeah.
Dude, how weird would that be at a facility?
Okay, yeah. So it's the same thing, guys. So as of June 2023, the NFL requires players to take a single marijuana test annually at the beginning of training camp.
Huh.
So they know when it is. Yeah. The NFL drug testing season begins April 20th each year, and players must complete a drug test within 4 hours of receiving notice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
So they'll probably get tipped off, is what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Interesting.
Oh, so it came up because we were watching. There was a documentary called The Boys or something like that. It's talking about the Cowboys and how like Michael Irvin was like doing cocaine in the locker room, and they were, they were like mad, just cranking it. They're not doing it now. They can't do that now, of course. But back in the days, it was very different. It was kind of like the Wild Wild West. They didn't care. So
no doubt. Yeah. Well, let's talk about this guy in his interview. His first name is Andrew. Did you know that?
Yep. Yeah.
Lad is his middle name. So he decided to be the wee lad of this team. So
yeah, right.
It's interesting, man. Like with him, he's actually a California kid, but he kind of grew up in Georgia.
100%.
He was actually, what was he? Chatsworth, I think, is where he was living from in California. But Georgia boy. He's got that Southern slang. I think he's a yes ma'am and yes sir kind of guy.
Yeah.
Good.
And man, Lad is just going to be a good dude. I mean, I'm looking forward to be able to see him on this field. Like, if you kind of look at a lot of these wide receivers right now, you kind of look at it and say, man, like we got route runners, we got speed guys could go inside, outside kind of guys.
Yep. Good blocking.
Blocking. I mean, we have such a good depth all around on this team. I mean, once again, we have 11 wide receivers on this team. It's going to be very difficult for any of these undrafted guys to find a way on this team. But with Lad, I mean, dude, his route running is insane. He's the white Keenan Allen essentially, and with speed too. And I'm excited to be able to see Lad out there and see him start working with Justin Herbert in this offense. It's going to be great to see, man.
Yeah, white chocolate.
White
chocolate out there.
You do speed, man.
Love it.
All right, Aether, bold prediction. Let's not go Caps though. At least that'd be good. I
think he does a lot of speak to text or something like that. So I don't know if he's yelling at the phone, and I don't even know if speak to text would even do that. I don't know. Right.
Hey, well, we know how that goes too, because Andy does speech to text all the time too. It's like we have to freaking use some
decipher.
Decipher.
Exactly.
We pull out the Rosetta Stone for whenever he talks to us too in the group chat.
Yeah. You did a speak to text one time, and it was like in Renaissance talk or something like that.
No, I did it. It's if you have Google, you could rewrite your text in Shakespeare.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, somebody had a comment actually about the whole Costa Mesa thing, how the Chargers are going to be moving to the new facility and everything. And ironically, the Raiders are deciding to move into that facility, which is Telesco's like, I need to go back to my last facility or whatever.
I think,
he just can't get enough of us. But they love to pick up the.
It's crazy.
You know what I think that is? I think it's just that Tom Telesco's got a side chick out in Costa Mesa.
Oh, no. There we go.
Close to his boo, like that.
That's it.
I hope we need to text the Chargers, like our connection there, and tell them like, hey, all of y'all need to just poop in a bag and just leave it somewhere in the facility, like just like and just wreck the place, like I want to see you guys like I want to hear about that story, y'all just like freaking do a Cleveland steamer or whatever like that on the in the freaking toilets or something. I don't know, man.
Well, that's not what a Cleveland steamer is, but that's okay.
I can't remember exactly what like where you put
that ain't it. I'll tell you what, that ain't it.
Yeah,
so
that's the wrong one, buddy.
Yeah, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, that's something I don't even know what that is, but
it's you poop in the
toilet
bowl, like where like it all comes out, like the water or whatever, like the tank. Poop in the tank, that's it. Yeah.
No, that's called an upper decker.
That's it. Yeah.
Upper decker.
That's called an upper decker. Golly, dude. Come on.
Hey, I'm getting there. Hey, I'm fired up. I'm mad. I'm mad that the freaking raid
with a helmet, dude. He needs to get a helmet, dude.
Man, what's he drinking there? What's he drinking there?
Over here. Dude, what's going on here?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I got my energy drink.
James, you want to take this question here?
All right. So here we go, guys. So this is the 2024 NFL strength of schedule based upon Vegas forecasted win totals, which Vegas basically has the Chargers at 8.5 right now. So essentially what this chart is that lower half is harder base schedules,
which is
upper half is the easier schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers are the second easiest strength of schedule, basically, based upon Vegas at this point. So, guys, in the chat, think the Chargers are going to win more than 8.5 games? I don't even know how you could win 8.5. I guess a half would be a tie, essentially. But do you feel the Chargers are going to be able to win more than 8.5 games this year? Absolutely.
I think
like
12-5, dude. 12-5.
I think it's an 11-6 potential type situation. 10 at the lowest, in my opinion. I mean, it's just Harbaugh is building something here, guys.
Yeah.
And I just do not see us basically being under 8.5 wins this season. I mean, just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but Aether says the same thing. We lose week 1 and then go 7 straight. So I think it happens, man.
There's a lot of people. 11-6, 10 wins. Bolt says 12. I mean, 13-4 is what Aether saying too. I mean, that would be a division winning type record potentially. I mean, it's crazy. KJ's got 11 wins here too. So this is fun to watch, guys. And I mean, I think the sky's the limit with this team right now. And I feel very confident for once in this team.
Well, the one thing that you have to remember too is that Harbaugh sees the league. So Brandon Staley made the too high safety very popular for everybody, right? And that was basically small linebackers, lots of speedy corners in the top. You just control the top and keep everything in front of you. The problem is that's pretty soft, right? So Harbaugh goes, screw that. I'm going to get big tight ends and big offensive linemen, and I'm going to force the ball downfield. I'm going to outmuscle you. And that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and again, you don't have to have Lad McConkey doesn't have to be the big wide receiver. He can be worked in the middle of the field. And then you have a couple guys that could just go downfield and just take the top off of it, because then the safeties have to respect the deep ball, and they split the safeties. Great. Well, then everyone in the box has to stop the run when we're out physically. You know what I mean? You're making a matchup very easy, right?
Yeah.
And so again, he changed the defense. Harbaugh says, screw it. Let's get big and get real physical, and nobody's going to stop us. And he's right. If you could execute what he's wanting to do, sorry, it's you don't want to play the Chargers. You don't want to play the Chargers.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Well, and I love to see like Ken and Mary basically talking about deep playoff team, Super Bowl in 2 or 3 years. And to be honest, man, like Harbaugh track record, he took basically a team that was 5-12 or 5-11 or whatever with the Niners, got him to an AFC championship game or NFC championship game the next year. The switch could be so quickly with this team.
Big time.
And that's what's so awesome about this potential in front of us. I mean, and he's got a quarterback that knows what the heck he's doing. Somebody pointed out actually his last year that he was with the Niners, they threw the ball a lot more in his last year there too.
Yep.
So you kind of have to say, look, now he's got a quarterback. He's got a guy that could sling the ball around. He's got 11 wide receivers that they're going to sift through with potentially bring in MVS also too. I mean, you got to love what this team's doing. Joe Ortiz is dominating this offseason in a lot of different ways. Cool thing too. Free agencies all year for this team. And we're not going to sit on our freaking butts and just let these other guys that potentially could help build up our team and make our team better. We're going to go after those guys and find them and get them and sign them. So I love to see that. This is great. Such a different feeling all around, guys. So
Well,
so you guys want to go and jump into the season prediction for the schedule?
Again, it comes out on the 15th, right? So that's what, Wednesday?
Yeah,
Wednesday. And I'm scheduling, and hopefully, because I'll be coming back from Virginia on Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm hoping that we could go live when the whole season prediction or actual schedule comes out. We could do a live reaction of the video. We'll see if the Chargers end up doing an anime video for the third time. I don't know. I think this is it's such a fun time in the NFL right now because everyone does something so differently, and I love it.
Yeah. So we could even go live when it comes out.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, and Kyle, could you go live as well or not?
Wednesday. I mean, I'll probably have work that day. I mean, I could bring my stuff to work and maybe I can do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Okay. Either way, it would be super fun, guys. It'd be super fun.
Yeah, and I think they said it's going to be out at, I think it's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that I think it's coming out. So we'll keep an eye out on it. I think my flight lands here back in Arizona at like 3:30. So we will see. We will see what happens here. So
thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it, man.
And we're still waiting for that 200 from Aether, though. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. When's that? Super chat. Where are we at?
Yeah. But yeah, we will definitely do it because it'll be pretty awesome. We're definitely gonna do it.
Yeah, all right, guys, we'll definitely do it for sure. So here you go, guys. Here is my Excel spreadsheet. I am a master of Excel spreadsheets.
What's amazing?
Look at that.
Amazing.
Look at this thing.
Super brilliant.
So we got week 1 through 18. We got our one bye week. We've got the Raiders looking like toilet paper where they should be. I also got the badges here for Sunday Night Football. We got Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. I did have a Santa logo in there. For some reason, it's not there because there is a Christmas game potential.
Ooh.
So if you want to throw that on there, we could talk a little bit about that Christmas game, which is, I think, I got week 18. I have multiples of 1 weeks here for some weird reason. But either way, let's talk about it, guys. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where do you think you want to go for week 1, guys? So home schedule. I did see a stat of Chargers starting at home. We're only like 41% hit rate of having our season opener game at home at about a 41% rate historically with the Chargers. So do we start at home, which is these teams right here, or do we start away? Do you want to go after the Chiefs week 1? Or do you want to have an opponent like a Bucks or a Raiders or
the Baltimore Ravens, the Harbaugh Bowl, dude?
Harbaugh Bowl week 1. I mean,
that would be so sick, bro.
How amazing would that be?
It would be that or the Chiefs, in my opinion. Or Chiefs. But that's me.
And 100% pure mustard even talked about it. He said there's talk about the Harbaugh Bowl for Thanksgiving. I mean, Turkey Bowl in the morning, Harbaugh Bowl later on in the day. Let's go. Kind of thing.
Good, dude.
Right?
So good.
I mean, we have what was last year we started at home against the Dolphins. The year before, I think we started at home against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Right? My opinion, I think it's going to be a potential. If you start at home, it'll probably be like a Broncos or something like that, which I'd be fine with that. A nice tough, I wouldn't say it's even a tough game, but I think it'd be a nice beatdown game that we'll be able to dominate them.
I think because of the fact that we started the season the last 2 years, we are not going to be having a week 1 at home. I think it's probably going to go that way
too.
Yeah,
I feel that way too. Now, once again, being in Arizona, what have we had the Cardinals week 1? It'll be hot as balls out here, but
It's a
That'd be
dome
dope.
stadium, bro. It's a dome stadium. It's all good.
It's a dome stadium. But I mean, the pregame, baby. Where's the pregame at?
Right.
Oh, Monday Night Football,
man. Thunder Alley.
Chiefs at home. Woo!
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you guys think in the chat here? Week 1. Want to start against the Chiefs, which would be a Thursday night game? Week 1. Do you want to start at home, Baltimore? Where do you guys want to go? This is the thing that's hard about this exercise is that everybody's gonna have an opinion here. Who knows where we're at? But it's gonna be tough. Chiefs at KC's Bolt Lightning is saying that Monday Night Football against Chiefs at home. We can't do that week 1 because they have to start from their house because they were the Super Bowl winning team. So they have to be in Kansas City for week 1. So Chiefs.
Chiefs is probably like the one that I would really want, but I just don't know. Like I wouldn't mind like the Patriots week 1 just to, kind of get that slump buster out there, Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people keep talking about the Chiefs, basically.
Yeah. Let's go Chiefs then.
Let's go Chiefs. Yeah.
So
actually, wait, it's pronounced Queefs, dude.
Yeah, I was almost going to try to put that there. So this would be a Thursday night game. So I'll put the badge there too.
Yeah.
If that can even.
Would it be Thursday night? I thought the Thursday night game that was the Packers and Eagles.
That's
Brazil.
Yeah, this would be a primetime game for sure, dude.
Yeah, it would be a primetime game because it's a season opener too.
Mm-hmm.
So they always put this season opener there. So week 1, perfect. All right, so week 2, are we going to be back at home? Are we going to play who at this point? Are we to start getting into the NFC type of games? What's week 2 looking like, boys?
Let's say maybe the Saints. I don't know. I'm thinking Saints maybe.
Yeah, Saints makes sense to me because didn't the Saints also do a lot of like practices out here for a while? And wasn't there talk about them maybe even doing a camp out here or something weird like that? Panthers on the road, I think, make a lot of sense to me. I feel like we're going to play them kind of early on.
Could even the Chargers could even play the Chiefs in London, like to start the season. I wouldn't start season, but at some point, right? I think because those are two teams that just we're rivals, dude, for real.
I think they've already announced all the teams that are going to play there, and it doesn't line up to any of the teams that we play outside of the Falcons.
I think
be able to play out there.
One.
Oh, okay.
So we're not going to play anything overseas this year.
Okay. Saints.
Yeah. A lot of people week 2 at home versus the Saints.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Good. Yeah. Looks like
that.
A lot of people going with that. I like that. Okay. Bolt Lightning thought Panthers, but it's all good.
So remember, guys, we do have a bye week here too that we got to handle too. So
yeah, we're gonna get bye week 3.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the earliest one? I think week 5 is because that week we had last year.
Yeah. So we had week 5 last year, so I don't think that's gonna be. Yeah.
So week 3. What do you guys think? You guys want to go back-to-back home games? What are we thinking here? Or do you want to go back to the away schedule here? Do we go to the East Coast? Play the Browns, which we've had them quite a bit kind of early on in the week 3s, 4s kind of areas.
So I'm trying to think too. So like the way that the Rams and the Chargers kind of split up the months, it's not like a 2-2. Sometimes it's like a 3-1 on the monthly games and stuff like that, So yeah.
Aether says Falcons. Carlos says the Bungles. Okay.
Let's see.
Broncos or Raiders, what Bolt Lightning says.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We got to look at like all these divisional games. And we tend to have a lot of these division games kind of early on, like 3 of them to knock out and then kind of later on. I think the schedule last year, I think we had, 3 of the 5 last games were divisional games, I think, last year. Right. So you kind of have to think like they like to front load it, kind of get the division kind of shooken up, and then like later on make it like those games count kind of thing.
Yeah. So we definitely need probably say maybe Broncos, something like that.
Broncos or Raiders. Broncos away.
I would say home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
2 games. Booyah. Oops.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do 2 games at home. That'd be good. Yeah.
That would be good. So week 4. where are we at now from this point? So do we go probably 2 games? Probably not going to get a third game at home at this point.
No.
I feel like for some reason the Brownies, for some reason, this guy right here.
Yeah.
Cleveland and Pittsburgh on the road.
Gonna go away. Yeah, I think we definitely should go away now at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland or Pittsburgh. Ooh, man.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Cleveland or Pittsburgh? I'm thinking, let's see. I'm thinking Cleveland. That's my
for some reason, week 4 sounds right for Cleveland. For me, I don't know why.
It sounds right.
It sounds right to me.
It feels right.
And I would much rather get some of these cold weather teams out of the way early on.
100%.
Just go ahead and just say, hey, look, like, because these guys, cold weather, they're going to be at our house. Doesn't matter at this point. Like, if we go to Chiefs week 1, cold weather out of the way. We're not dealing with it. Like, I would love to be able to get cold weather teams out of the way early on when it's still warm and everything too. I remember the game that we played against the Browns where I think there was a ton of like, what were they, like flying around, grasshoppers or something like that flying around. I think that was a Dicker the Kicker game, I think too, where he ended up getting game-winning field goal with that one. And it was kind of early on in the year. So I think that would be awesome to be able to knock out the Browns week 4, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks like people are saying that. So I think that sounds good.
Let's go.
Now, is that going to be a big game though? I don't know. What are we thinking?
Yeah, Sunday night, Monday night. I don't personally think too, but we do have to get a Thursday night game. Usually, well, we already got one Thursday night game if we're playing them week 1. I don't think it's a big game. I don't think it's a big one.
Amber, how we doing? Yeah, we're doing our schedule predictions at the moment. Amber.
All right, week 5. Where are we at? This is when I think bye weeks can start too.
Yeah, I was hearing Pittsburgh, so keep hearing Pittsburgh. Titans week 5. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. It depends on Watson and massages. His massage schedule, right? It could be the Steelers too. We could even play the Steelers on the road. Could be.
I don't know. So I just did a search real quick on Google, and it says 2024 NFL bye weeks. And I don't know if this is accurate, and I don't know where they're getting this information from, but it does state that. Well, it actually says Los Angeles, so I don't know if that means it's Chargers. It actually did mean the Chargers. At week 5 is a bye week for the Chargers. So, based upon Fantasy Football Calculator, they're stating week 5 would be the Chargers bye week.
I hate that. We had that last week. We had that last year.
I hated that. I hated that. So
that was the worst. Yeah,
I hated that. And then it also gave the Browns a bye week too. So it's like essentially they start the year and then they both go bye weeks after they play each other. So who knows? I'd hope to not do that. But either way, what do you guys think?
AI says it's week 5.
Boo. No, that's because it's saying from last year.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, that's why. It's just it doesn't know. It did, So I'm saying no. I'm saying at least week 7 for our bye week.
You're like, I don't want that week 5 business.
Yeah, no joke. Well,
yeah.
All right. So from here, week 5, what do you guys want? You guys are saying Steelers, Falcons, Cardinals, Patriots. I mean, we would have a really big backloaded, like.
I say let's do back-to-back away games. So I'd say Falcons here.
Falcons.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be around close to my birthday, so I'm in.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out there and hang out of your Falcon mind, guys. Primo.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Let's go. All right,
so
week 6, where are we at now? We got
to play the Ray
home after 2 weeks off.
Yeah, home Ray Turds. That's what I think.
Ray Turds. I like it.
We got to play. That's my take.
I like it.
I think the Ravens after this makes sense. Either the Ravens, because I think at this point, week 7, I think they want to build up the Harbaugh Bowl a little bit.
Agreed.
Yeah, because so I'm thinking Titans, maybe Ravens, something like that.
Well, and the thing is, though, that people have been talking about that the Ravens are going to be a Thanksgiving game too. And I mean, you could say, think about it as like also a Christmas game. Like we played the Ravens kind of later in last season too. Do they want to just kind of recap that again and play them late in the season again?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? So, what if? What are you guys thinking here? Another home game?
Yeah, home game. Boy, dude, it'd be
game.
awesome if we got the Ravens at home.
You want to do Ravens at home?
Yeah, I think so. And then after that bye week.
Yeah, maybe bye week 8, something like that.
Yeah,
let's go.
And then maybe play Tennessee on when we come out, Pats or Pittsburgh. See, that kind of makes more sense to me because I usually at the end of the season is when, usually the last couple of games are usually the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Raiders, because they want it interesting to see who wins. But yeah, like Tennessee, Pittsburgh.
Is this game a Monday night game? Yes. This
has
one?
To
be.
The
Ravens.
That absolutely has to be a Monday night game.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
And that's like individual Monday night game, like for sure.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. Yep.
So week 9, we got 6 games on the road here, guys. So what do we come out of the bye week and go for? I think this would be awesome to have Arizona at this time because weather would be clutch.
Yeah, everyone's saying right now, we're saying Tennessee.
I've seen Patriots. Yeah.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Or the Steelers.
I'd say the Patriots. Let's get rid of the cold weather games.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm ready to I'm going there. I'm just making it happen. And I feel at this point there's probably going to be 2 road games coming out of the bye week. We're going to probably have a long lull where we're not going to have a home game for a bit.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
So
maybe a 3 straight home away game thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So where do you guys want to go from here?
So Bo Lightning, the Patriots. Yep. Okay. So I'm thinking like Tennessee or the Bengals, maybe. Usually the the division games always stack towards the end of the year. Yep. Usually,
always.
So
that's true. That is true.
So if you want to say week 10 Bengals,
week 10 Bungles, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Do you feel like that's going to be a Thursday night game? I think it could, or a Sunday night game.
That could be a prime time type of game.
Yeah, that could be prime time. Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be Thursday. Yeah. Or do we have it? We don't have a Thursday game, right?
Well, if we do have a week 1 with the Chiefs, it would be a Thursday night game essentially.
I think so. No, we wouldn't have 2. I don't think.
Do you want to say a Sunday night game?
Yeah,
Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night makes more sense.
All right, here we go. Week 11. Now, so we got the home, away, bye week, home right there. So now we basically could kind of say, personally, are we going to go out and go play the Panthers?
I think maybe Steelers or Panthers is what I would say.
Steelers. I feel like if Panthers for some reason, like week 11 kind of makes sense in my opinion. I think for them, I mean, they're going to be 1 in, 9 at this time.
Yeah, we need another bye week. Another
bye week game here.
At this point, all of our wide receivers, all of our 11 wide receivers are going to be hurt, dude.
Yeah, they've been talking about another bye week, but that means that they'd go to an 18-week schedule versus a 17-week schedule. So, and I mean, I don't know. I don't think players are too happy about that if that happens, but I understand revenues. All right, so week 12. I think this would be about close to Thanksgiving time too.
Yeah.
So I would think
Cardinals, because that was around Thanksgiving last time.
Yeah, last time it was around. That'd be perfect if it was around Thanksgiving again. Let's go.
Great weather. Again. Let's go.
Perfect. Yeah, that's the best.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll dominate you on the pickleball court, James. No problem, dude.
Let's
go, dude.
Get out of here.
We'll call the Bolt Bros pickleball tourney, dude. Yeah, exactly. That's when we need a second bye week so we can recover from injuries, right? For sure.
No joke.
Golly, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're going to be going on a little bit more of an away situation here. So this would be a home game, away. Now, where are we at? We got 6 games left, 6 weeks left.
Okay.
Do you feel like the Steelers would be another away game? Away, home, away, which is
I say you got to go home.
California East.
I think we go home for one.
Yeah, maybe Titans. Titans or the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that'd be a heavy NFC. or NFC run.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to kind of break up the monotony a bit. I think it would be the Steelers, in my opinion.
I think we'll go back to conference. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I think it would be the Steelers, in my opinion. It'll be a little bit chillier, but not too bad.
Yes.
This could be a game where you could even primetime it too.
Could be. Yeah.
This is, I think, where flex weeks start happening on Thursday nights. So you can kind of flex people in and out. I mean, I'm not going to put it a tag as a Thursday night game, but this is where you can flex plays, or depends on what their schedules are looking like, kind of what their records are at. That's a potential where that could happen.
Yeah, you got to remember some of these are flex too, right?
Yep.
So they get flexed around. I can't. When does a flex start? Here, let me see.
I think it's week 13 and on.
Okay.
All right. So week 14, where are we at? So we got 3 division games with one division, one non-division type game.
I think we should do a Chiefs next.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And this one could probably be a big time flex. This could be a big time flex.
I don't know, dude. I think the Chiefs are going to be late because I think they're going to look at us and say Chargers, Chiefs are the 2 best teams, and they usually want that at the end of the year. But I don't know. I mean, that's just my take.
You know, and if you got bold talking about week 14 with the Broncos.
Oh, that could work too. Yeah.
Broncos, in my opinion, will be kind of a disaster, in my opinion, at that point. So
yeah.
Okay, so it looks like flex scheduling. Sunday Night Football up to twice between weeks 5 and 10 at the NFL's discretion between weeks 11 and 17.
Okay.
Monday Night Football between weeks 12 and 17. Thursday Night Football up to twice between weeks 13 and 17. So, later in the season is when the flex starts coming out. No flex zone. Remember that song?
Yeah. No flex zone. No flex. All right, so we'll put Broncos week 14.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Week 13, Steelers potentially could be one of these games. I think it could flex somewhere or another. All right, so now we have 1 away game with 3 home games now. Guys.
Yeah, no, that's good for us, dude. That's good for us. Come on, now.
Well, usually it seems like the last game is always like a divisional game.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to be kind of a thing. So it's like it's either going to be the Chiefs at the end or the Raiders at the end.
Yeah. So I would say, do you want to do the Pirates of the Caribbean of the?
I feel like it has to be at some point. The NFC needs to be like games need to be like wiped out at this point. Like, I always kind of feel like the NFC games kind of go more into like week 6 to like 10, in my opinion, because they just try to get rid of all of those. Because it's kind of like it helps, but it's like it doesn't hurt a team as bad as like an AFC situation for playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think you really got to get rid of these NFC games. So I personally think it's going to be the Bucs week 15.
Yeah, then I think you might even want to say the Titans too, and then I would say Chiefs and Raiders, or Raiders Chiefs. That's kind of my thing. Yeah,
that'd be
so
crazy.
Week 16, you want to go Titans?
Yeah, that's my thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be so interesting to see how close we are. So Miguel says Bucks, Titans, Queefs, Raiders. I like that too. That's good.
Yeah,
that's about what I was thinking too.
I like that. Yeah, that sounds good.
So the Raiders are the last game of the season.
Yep.
I think that's a pretty good idea. Like, I think it's a pretty good, well-built schedule all around. So remember, just to recap, this is away, home, home, away, away, home, bye week, away, home, away, away, away. So that's going to be a big schedule going through November. So this is playoff push time.
All right. I hope Roger's paying attention. So, they're going to hire us. Yeah, hey, yo, Roger. Hey,
Raj,
sign us up.
And I'm going to throw this up. I'm going to throw this one as another one. Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. Where's another?
That's a Sunday Night Football game, in my opinion. This is going to be a flex position. If for some weird reason the Toilet Raiders figure out a way to have a good season, that could be a flex game. I don't imagine they will have a good season this year, but so long stretch of away, home, away. Wow. Whoa. So that's quite a bit of home games there. Whoa. To end the season, that would be awesome. I mean, your last 4 games would essentially be
That'd be
3
great.
games at home. That's
And,
phenomenal.
Definitely not going to happen.
own that
though.
stadium. Yeah, the Rams can't play no more, dude.
Yeah, dude, that'd be
Well.
awesome. That would be awesome. So this is
Yeah.
our prediction. This is the Bolt Bros and Homies prediction for the schedule here. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You see how close we are, dude. We got to pull it up once the schedule gets released. We got to pull it up.
Right.
No
see
doubt.
how close we are.
I'll say this.
This could be a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a storm that's coming, baby. This is gonna be totally wrong. I'm sure. Yeah.
I like it. So what do you guys think? And once again, looking at this schedule, I've always looked at every single like week or at least set of games. So I always think like, hey, your first 4 blocks a game, what's your schedule going to be like? You know, if you look at this right here, what's your record going to be? Are we going to be 2-2, 3-1 for the first 4 weeks? I mean, we could even say the 5th week.
Well, let's see the odds on that, dude. You got to what are the actual odds that we even get 3 of these correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
darts to the wall, dude. Just throwing
Right. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's completely like who knows? But hey, I'd be hyped if we got 2 of them right. I'd be like,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Right?
Hey, we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing.
Right.
yeah, we do. We're tapped in, baby. We're tapped in.
Yeah.
You do have to remember, though, too, guys. Like a large part of this is also about money generating revenue, right?
Yep.
How
Right.
can you get the most? Like again, at the end of the season, week 17 against the Chiefs, dude. Week 1 versus the Chiefs, big game. Like the Chargers, Chiefs, they hate each other.
Right.
They're considered the best 2 teams in the AFC West, right? So then you say, okay, you know, and then at the end of the season, when it really matters, because if you make it week 18 with the Chiefs might already have the division locked, or the Chargers have the division locked, and it's not going to matter anymore, you know? So my point is that's how they think about it, you know, when it comes down to it too, right? So, and we also share a stadium with the Rams, so that also makes it more difficult as well. You know, we share a stadium. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I mean, because it's not like we could play the morning game and then usher everybody out, and then they play the game right after us.
Back in,
Like, get your ass out of here. Go.
Yeah. So
hell yeah, 17-0 start. I like that, dude.
What is he saying on that? Oh,
he's at 17-0 start.
17-0, baby. Yep.
Miguel's got a 17-0 start. Let's go.
Let's
go. And I mean, that's the thing. Like, I look at these as blocks of games. Like, where do you feel we're going to be at? Like, to be honest, the first 4 games for us, you got some pretty fair opponents at that point. Like, I mean, Browns are a good team defensively. They're an absolute stout defensive team. Now, offensively, they got some things working out. Nick Chubb, who knows if he's going to be the guy he was? I mean, his knee injury last year was awful.
Oh, it was gross looking too.
Yeah.
The big game here, though, is that Chiefs game, obviously, starting right out the gate. I mean, we essentially have 4 games that would be primetime games on the schedule, and that would be, that would be Thursday night, Chiefs, Chargers. Let's go.
Guys, remember, we're in LA, dude. You know, the NFL in our backyard share the same parking lot with the Chargers.
Yep.
They want us to have primetime games. Like, they want us to be a good team. So, you know, and by the way, as far as the schedule is concerned, we already know these are the teams we play. We've already known that for a long time. We're just picking when we play them. So this is actually the teams we play. Schedule comes out next week on the 15th. So we're just doing this before that. The what?
Yeah.
15th. Yeah.
And we're going to be going live too. Hopefully we'll all be able to be together to do that. I'm going to be coming back from a flight from Virginia. So I might be at the airport, or if there's a layover, because it seems like all flights are delayed these days. And
big time, dude. Yeah, my flight was delayed. Oh gosh, so annoying.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but definitely we're going to do that and go live, and we're going to show off the video that the Chargers release, which we'll see if it's an anime one again this year, and then we'll chat about it, guys, and then we'll compare this schedule sheet right here to see if this actually is going to be the actual schedule from here. So.
Okay, so maybe we should do a bold prediction on what we think the schedule release is going to be. I'm going to give you my prediction. I'm going to say the Chargers are going to get X. There's 2 things. I'm going to say X Charger players are going to say the schedule. Like, get LT to say week 1 is blah 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 blah. Antonio Gates says week 2 is such and such, or they have comedians.
Oh,
The comedians will just say what they are.
yeah,
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so that's my prediction. I mean, that's hey, darts on a board. You know what I mean? We'll see what
darts on a board here, baby. Darts on a board.
to do something different than the anime thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Well, I wish that they would do this, but they would just tell all of our podcasters like 1 week, and then we announce
Dude,
it. You know, that'd be
How
cool.
sick would that be?
That'd be
How
cool.
sick would that be if the podcasters basically announce the schedule? Like, dude, we basically are part of the actual thing. The Bolt Bros are going to announce week 14 matchup versus
so sick.
Yeah.
boom. Like that would be
maybe they have
so
reached
dope.
out to us. So guys, what do you think?
Bro. how sick
Maybe
would
they
that be?
have.
bro.
How about this? How about it's like a 90s kind of intro style for the whole thing?
Oh my gosh,
whole
that'd be
thing of, like,
so sick,
Typing on
dude.
the computer. Yeah. And then it's like the logo for whatever it is over the person's face or something stupid. That would be incredible.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
that. I would
dude.
love
I
that.
love that, dude.
That would be great. Well, next 4 weeks, guys. I mean, there's a lot of different games on this. I was going to actually just kind of go over the full schedule, but give us your full entire idea of what this year is going to look like for the Chargers.
Yeah.
How many wins are going to be at? Vegas is saying 8.5 right now.
Yeah.
Strength of schedule based upon Vegas is saying we're the second easiest schedule right now too. So, I mean, 11 wins is the bottom in my opinion. I think we'll get to the playoffs. I think we have a great chance to be able to cause some damage in the playoffs too.
I feel like, if you guys can, man, make that bet. You know, take that bet, go on the over. Yeah, we'll definitely make.
Yeah,
over.
I think I want to do that, dude.
Yeah.
I want to do the over on that one for sure, bro. 8.5. Come on, dude.
Yeah,
100%.
What are you gonna throw 10 grand down, James?
Yep, 10 grand, baby. I'm putting
10
grand.
You know what? Hey,
10 G's.
We'll do that instead for Aether, man. You just give us that $200, and we're gonna make that bet.
Oh yeah, Aether, what's up?
Yeah,
hey,
we're
need
gonna
that
put
money
it on the line here. Yeah,
you gotta have some green to make a scene. Aether, let's do it.
That would be fantastic.
Yep.
Throw that money, make more money, baby.
I know.
What talking about.
That's right.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I like this 13-4, man. It's gonna be sick. We're gonna donkey punch them hoes. Hey, yeah, don't do too much of that. We're gonna get clapped again, dude.
Oh, no, that's fine. It's that little snippet. It's totally fine. I've used it multiple times. It's fine.
16-1. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's go.
Vegas is tripping. Yeah, and again, I think I think that's good spot to end it. I know bottom line, dude, I think 12 wins makes sense to me. 12-5. I think that makes a lot of sense. But
I agree.
We should be good.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Yeah, and I mean, last thoughts here, guys. I mean, I'm excited about the schedule release, man. And I mean, the fun part of it is you could schedule out your year of your chargering or going to Charger games as a fan. And I'm excited to say, hey, I love that we got another game in Arizona. Like, I am stoked. And it's so much nicer to be able to drive, 30 minutes from my house, be at the game, and just have great weather going on here. I hope it's not early in the season. I'd love it to be a little bit later when the weather's nicer. We could be outside. Thunder Alley East could be here. And Bull Pride 602 could put together a real good party too. So I'm looking forward to that. And hey, hopefully we'll be able to go out to Atlanta too. I mean, we've talked about the out of your Falcon mind guys and going out there and meeting up with them in Atlanta. I mean, I heard Atlanta would be a great place. Every time I see their halftime shows, they got like Ludacris playing a show or at halftime. It's like a party, dude. It's great. But
and I'd be looking forward to going to that stadium to pay like $20 and get like a 5-course meal,
I know, no joke. The pricing there is so cheap.
It's good, man. I'm excited for that.
Cheap.
Just for the food there, man. Shoot.
But I can't wait. I cannot wait for the season here, guys. So Wednesday we will go live. We will talk about the schedule and kind of just talk about what it looks like. And once again, guys, like and subscribe to the channel if you have not. We always appreciate your support and everything too, guys. So last thoughts, Kyle?
Hey man, I'm just ready for it. I'm ready for it. Like, I'm excited for the schedule release. I think I'm just gonna go with it. I'm thinking that they're gonna go with another anime schedule release video. Third time's a charm. You know, like it's been a hit every single time. Like why change it up? You know.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
But third time is a lot of times, dude. It's been there, done that, maybe. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think it's pretty cool that it's an employee that basically drew all that stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah. He uses like Blender or something like that, like some one of these cheap programs, just animates it. It's awesome.
That's so rad.
No doubt. No doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
alrighty, guys. Well, we're the Boat Bros. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Boat Bros.
Boat Bros.
Let's go.